policies, Andhra Pradesh is positioning Amaravati to define the next phase of economic growth beyond conventional pathways. Environmental restoration is being pursued with urgency and scale under the Swachh Andhra initiative. Large volumes of legacy waste accumulated over the years have been cleared, reducing risk to land, water, and public health. This effort marks a decisive shift from neglect to responsible environmental stewardship. Urban local bodies are being strengthened to improve waste collection, segregation, and processing with rapid improvements in coverage. By linking waste management with resource recovery, my government is advancing a circular economy approach. These measures are protecting the environment with enhancing urban quality of life, firmly positioning sustainability as a core governance priority. Now, deepening transparency and citizen-centric service delivery. Digital tools are being used to map and monitor green assets, water bodies, parks and public spaces, enabling data-driven planning and maintenance. Flagship initiatives such as Swarnandhra parks are transforming open spaces into sustainable, community-friendly green hubs that integrate cleanliness, biodiversity, and renewable practices. Across urban local bodies, waste is being handled through a balanced mix of decentralized and centralized solutions, including composting, biomethanation, recycling, co-processing, and waste-to-energy projects. My government expanded WhatsApp-based governance through the Manamitra platform, providing 865 services across key departments, enabling application submission, document upload, status tracking, and service completion on a familiar interface, significantly reducing physical visits and improving citizen convenience. We are also examining legal frameworks to ensure age-appropriate access to social media platforms for children below 16, drawing on global best practices to make online spaces safer and reduce harmful impact on young minds. Experience from earlier phase of technology-driven growth has shown that vision, skills, and policy alignment can transform economies. Today, artificial intelligence represents a similar inflection point. My government is moving services and systems online to improve efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Digital platforms are being expanded across departments to reduce discretion and delays. By combining technology with institutional reform, governance itself is being smarter and more responsive. This digital transition is not an end in itself, but a means to unlock productivity, innovation, and citizen trust across the state. Governance is increasingly being driven by clearly defined key performance indicators mapped across departments and administrative levels under Swarnandhra at 2047 vision. A comprehensive digital dashboard ecosystem has been established to enable real-time monitoring of targets and achievements, visualization of development trends, and comparison of performance across regions. This framework supports evidence-based reviews, early identification of gaps and lagging indicators, and timely course correction. By institutionalizing accountability across the system, it ensures that policies translate into measurable outcome and ultimately leads to a significant improvement in the speed of delivering governance. Friends, the challenges before us are significant. Years of financial stress left deep imbalances including substantial liabilities across sectors. My government has taken steps to stabilize finances, reduce borrowing costs, and secure revival support while rebuilding credibility. This has not been an easy task, but there is no alternative to disciplined correction. Despite constraints, growth momentum is being restored through careful prioritization and reforms. Determination, clarity, and persistence define our approach as we work to rebuild the state's foundations and promote Andhra Pradesh with renewed confidence. These efforts are already reflecting in the state's economic performance. As per the first advance estimates for 2025-26, Andhra Pradesh gross state domestic product has increased to rupees 17.62 lakh crore from 15.91 lakh crore in the previous year, recording a nominal growth of 10.75%. Per capita income has risen to rupees 2.95 lakh compared to 2.66 lakh last year. This growth has been driven by strong performance in agriculture and allied sector at 7.83%, industry sector at 9.53%, and services sector at 12.94%. As we move forward, the pace of revival and growth depends on collective participation. My government is committed to monitoring outcomes closely, motivating institutions, and sustaining momentum. Public cooperation and constructive engagement will ensure that reforms deliver results faster and more equitably. When citizens participate actively, progress accelerates. Together, we can ensure that transition from revival to ascendance is smooth and enduring. This shared responsibility will help transform policy intent into better living standards, strengthening confidence in the state's future direction. As Gurujada Apparao, a revered social reformer, so powerfully reminded us, Deshamante matti kadoi, Deshamanta manushaloi, meaning the nation is not soil, the nation is its people. The people entrusted my government with the responsibility to rebuild the state through welfare, development, and good governance. In 1 year, 9 months, this process is firmly on track. Foundational reforms have been completed, and proof of concept is visible across sectors. With the Swarnandhra vision guiding us, each year builds on the previous one. This journey aligns with national aspirations and the vision of a developed India by 2047. I call upon every citizen to participate actively in this shared mission of transformation. This collective journey is directed towards building a state that is wealthy, healthy, and happy, and among the most livable in the country by translating aspirations of the people of Andhra Pradesh into enduring outcomes. With confidence in our strengths, faith in our institutions, and unity in our purpose, Andhra Pradesh is moving forward with a resilient spirit, competitive in action, and committed to a future where every citizen can live with dignity, opportunity, and hope. Jai Hind, Jai Andhra, Jai Jai Swarnandhra. Building on this spirit of course correction, my government has articulated the Padi Sutralu as guiding principles for governance, designed to balance welfare with development and to create a virtuous circle where economic growth through sustained investments generates wealth that strengthens social well-being and social empowerment fuels sustained progress. These principles serve as a moral and administrative compass, placing people at the center of policy while ensuring fiscal prudence, institutional integrity, and long-term sustainability. To translate vision into action, a dedicated mission framework has been initiated, operating with To translate this vision into action, a dedicated mission framework has been initiated, operating with clearly defined objectives, milestones, and accountability mechanisms. Anchored in this guiding spirit, the government has proceeded with focus and resolve. The Swarnandhra vision lays out a clear economic pathway, aiming for sustained high growth to build a rupees 308 lakh crore economy with a per capita income of rupees 55 lakh by 2047. While the long-term pursuit remains firm, the government is undertaking regular interventions and mid-course corrections to stay aligned with evolving realities. A structured review and monitoring framework has been instituted with periodic conferences of ministers, secretaries and district collectors to assess progress, address bottlenecks and implement timely course correction, ensuring accountability and continuity in execution. Resurgence to ascendance. My government has embarked on a clear and deliberate journey from resurgence to ascendance, guided by the resolve to rebuild, renew and rise. The initial phase of governance focused on restoring stability, dignity and trust through welfare support, economic revival and administrative correction. Having laid this foundation, government is now shifting towards long-term transformation by investing in human potential, sustainable development and responsive governance. Policies are being aligned with outcomes, institutions are being strengthened and citizens are being placed at the center of decision making. This transition reflects a movement from recovery to confidence and from intent to enduring progress. From the very first year of governance in 2024, my government has moved swiftly to implement its commitments, beginning by making the Super 6 guarantees a super hit, emerging as one of the largest DBT initiatives globally, with spending of nearly 33,000 crores per year and extending well beyond them. Under NTR Bharosa, my government stands firmly with the most vulnerable, benefiting 63.12 lakh pensioners and restoring dignity to daily life. Through Talliki Mandanam, financial assistance of rupees 15,000 per month is transferred directly to over 66 lakh students' bank accounts of mothers, irrespective of number of children, enabling them to pursue education from class 1 to intermediate without financial stress. Women's empowerment has received decisive momentum. The Stree Shakti free bus travel scheme, launched on last Independence Day, has enabled 37.8 crore free journeys by our mothers, sisters, daughters, women, girls and transgender persons to travel free across the state. Under Annadata Sukhi Bhava, rupees 20,000 per farmer per year is being provided to 46.86 lakh farmers. Alongside this, Deepam 2.0 is easing household burdens by providing 3 free LPG cylinders per year to 1.08 crore poor households. 15,941 teacher posts through Mega DSE 2025 and 5,757 constable posts have been filled. Rupees 15,000 annual support to 2.90 lakh auto, taxi and maxi cab drivers under Auto Driver Sevalo. Over 1.2 lakh fishermen families supported with rupees 10,000 to rupees 20,000 through Matsyakara Sevalo. Over 1 lakh handloom and powerloom weaver families will receive free electricity up to rupees 200 to and 500 units per month respectively from April 1. Now about resurgence of dignity to ascendance of human potential. My government has placed people at the center of governance, recognizing that true resurgence begins with social security and empowerment. From education and health to livelihoods and social justice, welfare initiatives have been redesigned to be inclusive, targeted, and outcome-oriented. Special focus has been placed on weaker sections, women, farmers, and youth to restore confidence and dignity. By strengthening safety nets while enabling self-reliance, government is ensuring that welfare is not merely support for survival, but a foundation for bridging the gap between haves and have-nots. This approach marks the transition from welfare-led resurgence to people-driven ascendance. Now about strengthening social security and restoring dignity. My government has adopted a zero-poverty approach by converging welfare, livelihoods, and institutional support. Instead of fragmented schemes, benefits are being aligned to every household to address deprivation in a comprehensive manner through family benefit management system. Welfare support is linked with skilling, credit, market access, and social security so that families move steadily from dependence to self-reliance. To enhance transparency, a family card will be introduced, enabling households to view benefits received and those available, making governance truly digital, responsive, and family-centric. The P4 Public-Private People Partnership, launched on Ugadi 2025, has strengthened this convergence by connecting public systems with community participation. This integrated framework ensures that poverty reduction is not temporary relief but a permanent exit, transforming welfare into a ladder for economic and social mobility. So far, over 1 lakh Margadarshis, those with means, experience and opportunity have voluntarily adopted 10.30 lakh Bangaru Kutumbalu, working family by family to eliminate deprivation, restore dignity and rekindle hope. The Anna Canteen program continues to be a cornerstone of social welfare in Andhra Pradesh, guided by the principle that no person should go hungry. At present, 205 Anna canteens are operational across 113 assembly constituencies, providing affordable and nutritious meals with dignity. Steps are underway to extend this initiative to the remaining constituencies through rural canteens, ensuring wider reach. Alongside this, housing and nutrition remain central to the vision of housing for all under Swarnandhra 2047. The provision of Pakka houses to all eligible families reinforces social security, dignity, and inclusive growth. Socio-economic political equity in all aspects continues to guide governance. Our approach to scheduled caste welfare is guided by the fairness and inclusion. By advancing subcategorization, we are ensuring that the benefits of reservation and support reach every subgroup based on genuine need while strengthening education, livelihoods, and economic self-reliance. The socio-economic development of our tribal communities remains a core priority. Through focused interventions in education, health, livelihoods, and skill development in tribal areas, we are also honoring their legacy, most notably by commemorating the role of tribal freedom fighters in our nation's history. Backward classes are central to our vision of strong and inclusive Andhra Pradesh. Our government is firmly committed to enhancing their economic opportunities, safeguarding social dignity, and ensuring fair representation and legislative, local, and institutional spaces backed by a clear long-term protection framework. Through Adharana 3 scheme, modern equipment and tools will be provided to the beneficiaries to promote micro-entrepreneurship and strengthen MSMEs. The government is extending focused support to weavers, fishermen, toddy tappers, washermen, barbers, artisans, and other traditional occupational groups, ensuring interventions that address their distinct social and economic needs. For minority communities, our focus is on security, opportunity, and trust. Alongside strengthening educational and economic support, we are taking firm steps to protect work properties and ensure transparent governance so that development reaches every household with confidence and dignity. Now about investing in education and health for human advancement. Education remains the most powerful driver of future transformation. Andhra Pradesh is steadily emerging as a hub for advanced learning in information technology and frontier areas such as quantum computing. Strong enrollment, skilled faculty, and industry collaboration are attracting global attention. International companies are increasingly viewing the state as a talent destination. By strengthening education system and aligning them with emerging technologies,